All right. So yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm not even going to do no more talking, man. I think that's really a better answer. I just won't do no talking. You know what I mean? We ain't never done talking before. Well, why start now? You feel me? Real talk. It's pointless at this point. You feel me? So, you know, let's just from now on, let's just skip all the talking. That's the thing, man. I know me. Other people don't need know me, but I know me, and I know like all the stuff that I've made it out of, all the stuff I've been through, all the work I've put in, everything I've accomplished, everything I've gotten done. Like all the different individuals I've stood up to, how I stood up to corruption right in its face and won. I mean, how I've faced looking it right in its eyes and won every single time. I mean, people just don't understand. People don't want to give credit where credit's due, and it's like it's not an option. The conversation is moot. There's nothing to talk about anymore. Nothing. I'm Batman. What do we have to talk about? Batman's all about action. That's the thing. Only reason I talk on here is because this is a radio show and I get paid for it. So I'm gonna just like completely change everything now because there's no need for me to even express myself honestly on here anymore because it's not gonna help me. I want to do whatever's conducive to me at this point. That's what people don't understand. Everything I'm doing is just to help me and my situation being me, and that's about it. Like I said, um, I mean, as soon as I can, I'm paying attention to the weather too and stuff, so I got to see what's going on. But as soon as I can, like, if I can get through what I'm going through and everything, get past it, like, I'm planning on, I don't know, just maybe trying to do things a little bit differently. And that's my thing, every day I just live my life having fun. I do what I want to do and I'm free, man. I love my life, bro. And that's the thing. Like I've been through so much, and I've been in positions that were really hard and really tough. And that's my whole deal. I don't want to talk to people in general anymore about anything. Like I don't feel like there's any need for conversation because I keep having this thing where I'm seeing individuals that like they don't make sense to me. You feel me? And like, yeah, it definitely, it just makes me think. You know what I mean? Like, it puts me in deep thought because it's like I'm a genius. Like, I have a real heavy intellect. Like, I'm an intellectual. I'm a genius, and I'm also like extremely physical. And it's obvious once you get into the channel. But my whole channel, I don't know if people seem to understand. I'm not doing this for y'all. This is my job. Okay. This is how I get paid. I do this to make money. It's not a gimmick. Like I said, I'm the real Batman. There's never was anything fake about it. I just started doing the real thing and it worked. I put it together perfectly and it just was synonymous with this platform where I was able to make it look cute on here because ain't nothing sweet and ain't nothing cute about me or what I do. And I was able to make it all work cohesively, right? To help me and benefit me. See, people think that they have my channel, that they know me or they know anything about me or what I do. You don't know anything. You know what I show you. You see what I'm saying? Just like narcissists try to use perception control, I completely control the perception on here. I control the timing of what you see, when you see it. I basically control the perception of time for everybody. I mean, this is a platform that I can just have a field day with at this point and just do whatever I want. There's no point in me being genuine on here anymore because, I mean, has anyone else been genuine? See, that's what I asked for this whole time from everybody and demanded was transparency and people to be genuine and people to just allow me to talk because so many people had so much to say my direction, but none of them could stand on what they were saying. None of them could back it up. None of them could just face me and have a conversation. You know what I mean? And it's just like I just see the same thing in the public. The public, there's nothing that's new. There's no one person that's special out there that is different than everybody else. Everybody's the same. And the fact is, like I said, everybody's terrified of me. That's the reality. You know what I mean? Like seriously. Like, I mean, when you are the real thing, it's just different. And what I'm saying is that's the only thing that I keep seeing. And it's like, how do you expect me and how would anyone in my position feel about that? When you have to see dudes that like you can just see it in their eyes, you can just see their demeanor, and you can see that they're jealous and envious. Probably a million things about me, but they're jealous and envious because I have my purpose. See, the thing is, I found my purpose. This is who I'm going to be, what I'm going to do no matter what. I don't have to like go back to college and find a career field because my career is being Batman. You understand? I mean, it's different for me because once the gate opens up and the doors open up to a new future and more opportunities and like money coming in where I'm able to get my license back hopefully and all these things and like I can go get a motorcycle license, I can buy a motorcycle, I can do things like that. And the average person would think I'm in a rush to do these things. That's the thing that I don't understand about the internet is people try to set your goalposts for you. I'm in no rush for nothing. I just move the way that God asked me to move. I'm completely patient. I think that my position in life right now is perfect despite whatever problems and issues there are. There's always going to be problems and issues. They may be different. Sometimes I may think that they're like the worst problems and issues I could be going through, but then again, what if it could be worse? Because it kind of always can. You understand what I'm saying? I've had enough life experience to understand that I don't have the answers for everything, and that I'm not in control. God is in control, like genuinely. You know what I mean? And like I said, I preach the gospel. I preach the word of God. I try to bring people to building a relationship with God. And that's the main gist of what I do. But like that's my thing is that I don't want anybody trying to misconstrue who I am or what I do. Like that's who Batman is. Batman would have to be somebody with a relationship with God that was very real. Like I said, I think there was a Batman in like medieval times and all that back in the day, like during the Renaissance era and all that. I think it makes sense that he would have made one. And I think that's where these stories come from. I think it was a real thing because I think it had to have existed. I think it had to be made and created just for everybody's protection. And like I said, I mean, when you're in the streets at night, that's what it was designed for and what it was about. And that makes sense to me, especially like in that time, bro, when like there was pretty much lawlessness and no laws and whatever happened, happened, you know what I mean? And I honestly wish I was back in those days. I really do, because I'm a man. And that's my thing too on here. People want to tell me what I'm gonna say, what I should think, what my response should be, what I should do. I'm a man. Do you understand what a man is? Any of you? It's just like the people, like I said, who think they're gonna dictate when I talk or when I speak, and they were making all these accounts and they're trying to act like they're gonna control something. I'm like, do you really think that that's possible to have control over a person on the internet, especially me? It's not. Newsflash. It's just not. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you say. You're only going to make your situation worse and, like create evidence for the courtroom when I file the lawsuit and take everyone to court. And, basically it's just going to be evidence that for those people to go to prison. They're not doing anything to me really, right? They've tried to throw everything they can at me and do everything they can towards me, but they're really not doing much to me. They're really just doing it to themselves, all of them. That's the whole point. None of these people have any say so over me, man. Like I completely am looking like through everyone. I'm just being honest. None of them. That's why I don't pay any attention. That's why I don't care anymore because there's no way for me to ever be affected. It's over with. It's impossible for me to be affected. Anything that happens with me at this point, I mean, it's really only going to be a plus for me. It's only going to be beneficial. So, I mean, think about that. Throughout, everything that I've been through, all these challenges and ordeals, it's been like back to back to back to back. And these things have been very traumatic for me. You know what I mean? I've reached enlightenment. And it was in the reading the other day. I mean, it told me word for word, it said, man, you went through all this and you've actually reached enlightenment. You know how many lifetimes it takes to reach enlightenment? I'm not sure how many, but a lot. And that's what they say is that we reincarnate and we come back here until we learn those lessons. So I've done it. I've achieved enlightenment, and I mean, I can't imagine how much I've been through in all my lifetimes to get to this point. So it's like, see what I'm saying? People, you're looking at things through this paradigm that doesn't exist. You have a jaded perception. Just like the way you look at the world, you look at everything every day. I mean, most of you, like I said, you're brainwashed because of the TV and social media. All of that doesn't show an inkling of how vast the universe is and what's actually real and the truth. So if you're not an awoken being, I mean, it's just hard for me to even want to talk to people anymore. I'm just being honest. Like the whole fame thing for me, it's all right, but there's parts of it that I just I really I don't know how to express it. I'm not okay with it and I don't want to deal with it. I'm just being honest because it doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? But like I said, I mean, that's out of my hands already. You know what I mean? I'm the one who obviously created this and God created this for me and I created this marketing. I was good enough with it that I feel like God helped promote me and everything. And the fame is gonna be there and I understand that, but I don't know. It's just gonna take some getting used to. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I think that the world's not ready for me like they say. I think that the world doesn't understand. The world is going to get used to me. I'm not going to get used to nothing. That's the whole thing about me that people are I think starting to understand. Like I'm larger than life. I'm like my father was. Like I don't bow down to anything. People going to have to answer to me. I'm just being honest. They're going to have to change for me. Everybody. That's why I think it's funny when people like acted like on here like they're gonna tell me what I'm gonna do or say. Like, no, dude. Like, who are you talking to, bro? I'm 35 years old, man. Nobody's ever been able to control me or tell me to do anything. I do what I want to do. Like, seriously, always. I'm always the authority in any situation, anywhere I go. That's what I'm about. That's what a real man is. That's what I'm saying. These people don't even know what a man is. A man is not even really like a human construct. A man, a real true man, is a whole nother ball game, bro. And that's the thing. Any real man, they're gonna be all about their respect because that's the first thing they're gonna look for is if anybody is not respecting them. I'm just being honest with you. A man is way different than what you all try to depict him as. You all try to depict a man like it's some kind of nicey nice thing that you play with and somebody polite and respectful, and that's not what a man is. Like I said, a man is basically like how to explain it. He's like the orca. Like I said, when I said I'm like the orca in SeaWorld, that's what a man is. It's self-explanatory, bro. I don't gotta spell it out. You know what I mean? A man takes what he wants. He does whatever the hell he wants. He says whatever he wants. He has no fear, and he just does what he's gonna do. And that's who I am. I'm not concerned with what people tell themselves. I mean, what I've accomplished in 35 years of living on this planet is more so than anyone that in existence. I mean, I've done more than everybody, and that means financially, that means in any goal and competing in sports and physical stuff. Like I said, I just set the world record at 150 pull-ups in one set. There's nothing anyone can tell me. There's no other conversation. It doesn't exist. The reality of the situation is I did 150 pull ups in one set. That's it. It's over with. That's a world record, right? And I'm just getting started. Like I said, I'll do more than that. I can guarantee it. Right? It's not even going to be difficult, and I'll even do more probably with full extension. But there's no point. I was listening to something else too, and everything I'm saying, all these so-called theories that I kept telling the public and things I say, they're going to be repeating my phrases for centuries. I was way ahead of my time because I've been teaching all this stuff that they're now trying to copy. I mean, for decades, bro. Like sincerely, another guy was saying what I was saying, how lifting weights is completely pointless. He said what I've been teaching forever, which is that doing like negatives, that's the only way that you build muscle through resistance training. I've been saying this forever. And then the other belief that I'm the one who promoted and pushed, and that's why it's coming out in there because, you know, they copy everything that I create basically and say and teach. And it's the what I call inertia training, which means less movement, more strength. So I mean, you've got, like I said, I knew that forever that you had gyms all across the country where you have everybody working out wrong and people don't know what they're doing, but they think they know what they're doing. People, I look at gyms in the United States, and if people think they know what they're doing, if they take some protein powder and some supplements and they go, you know, claim that they're lifting weights and they do this every day and achieve no actual results that really get you like to a whole nother level. They do bench press exercise that's already been deemed completely pointless. You understand? It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't, I mean, all it's, what is it going to do? Maybe help you to do like a push? I mean, well, how is that applicable to anything in reality? A push? Ooh, wow, big deal. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I said, we're just different. We're not the same. And I just need the public and the world to understand that, like, I'm drawing the line right now. Like you all are the regular human beings. I'm a superhero. This wasn't fake. It's never been fake. I completely proved this. I've completely backed it up. Like, we're not the same, bro. We're seriously not the same, bro. The reason that I do this physical stuff is because I have more willpower than anyone I always have. That's why I'm Batman. So, like, every day I focus my attention and my energy on pushing myself to a whole nother limit because I've already been pushed way past my limit, just trying to get through every day because of what happened to me physically when these people, like I said, called Seton Hospital and this stuff happened to me. I've been through all sorts of crazy stuff. I've survived a bunch of things that are impossible to survive and unsurvivable. I've done the impossible. You understand? So my whole point is like, if people want to learn from me, that's cool. You feel me? I don't have an issue with that. I would love to help people and whatever and but it's like, bro, I have tried for so many years to do all that and I'm an actual activist. I got out. I tried to help people. I tried to do so much. I gave up on it, man. I'm just being honest, bro. And I would never give up if God told me to do something. If that was God's plan for me, I'll do whatever God tells me to do. And I will carry out God's will every single time, 100% without any doubt. And anyone on this planet telling me different. But being honest with you, I'm at the point that I would rather let the world do what it needs to do because people honestly, genuinely do not deserve my help. They do not deserve my knowledge. They do not deserve me to step in and help them and change everything. They don't deserve that. And I'm pretty sure God sees that. And that's just me speaking from the heart, my opinion on what I see. Like, I have enough problems with what I've been through. Like, I'm focused on me. I'm honestly just not focused on the world. I don't have the energy anymore. I don't have the time. I don't have the focus. Like I said, nobody has actually just been nice enough, just as a genuine person and been a human being about things and saw me face to face and said, "Hey, are you okay? How do you feel? Like, like, I got love for you, man. I hope that you're okay. I hope you're good." When I went through something just catastrophic that was out of my control that these people online did to me. You understand? I got people every day, they act like they don't get it or why I do this. Like I said, people ask me questions like what created this alter ego? It ain't an alter ego. That's the thing I'm saying. Like, how would you feel if every time someone's open their mouth, the thing that they saying is wrong and what you don't want to hear? Like, why can't anyone phrase the question the way it should be phrased? Like, how about the question of what made you become Batman? What is this alter ego? What? I let go of my ego decades ago. I was studying crazy stuff and like like I can't even talk about it, bro. Like, I mean, actually, like looking into stuff and like doing stuff like that was on a whole nother level when I was in college and when other people were in school. I was doing things on another level. I'm a genius, bro. Alter ego, what? I was taught what I taught myself is you let go of the ego, you become limitless. Ain't no alter ego. This is what God made me into. This is the whole point of who I am. And that's the thing. This ain't a circus sideshow. It ain't an attraction. And like that's my thing is like I just am not gonna tolerate or put up with any kind of energy that's trying to act like that. I'm not here to entertain you. Okay. I'm Batman. I'm literally like Wesley Snipes in that vampire movie. That's what I do for a living. So I don't know what people are talking about because we're on two totally different dimensions and paradigms and playing fields. You understand? I'm real as it gets and hard to the core. And then you've got the rest of the public that's just regular human beings and they're just regular people. And the fact is that they're all wage slaves and slaves to a matrix that doesn't exist and keeps you unhappy and miserable. And I've just ascended to such a higher level. It even comes out in the readings that I just can't do small talk with y'all anymore because I just I can't deal with it, man. I can't. I don't have the patience. You understand? It's basically like you either get on my wavelength or like I don't want to talk with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if people had my best interest at heart, they'd be going to my Cash App and sending me money. If they have family, they have no excuse. They family can send money. If they care about me, they have no excuse. They can send money to that Cash App. They want to talk to me and contact me. Well, it ain't free. You're going to have to pay me. You can send money to that Cash App. I got a PayPal. I got a Venmo. I pretty much can open up any way for people to send me money. I think I even got a Zelle, but people don't want to support what I'm doing, and I don't understand that because, like I said, they'll pretend to support people who are completely unrighteous, who are straight up criminals. But me, I'm a good person and a righteous man. And look at what I have to deal with. You see what I'm saying? It's not even so much like nobody's telling me anything or doing anything my direction. It's just like the little things that I hear. And then y'all want to call and use different words to describe things. Like, let me explain something to you. How do you create the terminology if none of you have succeeded? You don't create the terminology for this society. I'm basically the godfather of this society. Most of that rhetoric, my dad is who created it. It's what things you hear me say. And then the Illuminati and Masons, they listened to me talk and tried to steal it. My dad was like the grandfather of society, in my opinion, seriously, because all the stuff that I've taught and he said and things that I got from him and that I taught, the Illuminati and Masons started repeating it. And then they integrated it into your society. You see what I'm saying? People are trying to believe a construct that doesn't exist. No, I completely am in my right mind. I completely make sense. And I've already proven that they've got these Freemasons like Kanye West repeating my lines about fear and love being a vibration and we're vibrational beings. I'm the only man who ever taught that philosophy. Kanye West never did, but he's a Mason and they have him repeat what I taught for years. But you think they don't know me? But you think they're bigger than me on the totem pole, but you don't know the pecking order is actually I'm above everyone, and the Masons don't even have one red cent to their name. What? But you want to talk about money? You want to talk about money? But I'll always have more wealth than the illusion of Donald Trump. I'll always have more wealth than Queen Elizabeth. I'll always have more wealth than anybody. And we ain't doing. I'm not doing what they doing, and I did it all by myself, independent. Queen Elizabeth, like I said, the truth came out about them a million times. All the dark stuff and dark secrets they were trying to hide and things they were doing. Me, everything I'm doing is by the book and what I'm supposed to do and legal and helping people and loving people and taking care of people. Everything I do is to help humanity. So I mean, I'd say I'm winning. I'd say I'm winning in a backwards world that makes absolutely no sense. I'd say I'm winning in a world where people think they're evil, and being evil just means that you're afraid. It means you're living in a fear-based energy. We're all vibrational beings. You either live in love or fear. That's why I'm so like the way I am and so dominant and unafraid of anything because I'm in a vibrational love and I know nobody can do nothing with or to me. That's what people don't get. Like, if I say I'm immortal, this isn't a joke. God told me this. He told me he was sculpting me into that. I didn't ask for it. It's not something I need to prove. I feel like I don't even know how I make it through every day, like I said, because of what happened to me physically. And I've been going through this every single day. I don't know how he gets me through the next day every day, but somehow he has. I'm not promised tomorrow. I'm not promised anything, and I'm well aware of that. I don't think that's the concept of immortal that for me I understand, but that's what he told me. He said I'm immortal. So like people don't understand me. I'm so eager because I'm eager to really put that to the test too. Yes, because I respect God's name. That was like that thing that I heard today about talking about blasphemy. I mean, yeah, that's what these people online did. And I stood up for God and God's name. I've never done that. I've always proclaimed the word of God. I've always proclaimed God's word and his actions and just him as an entity of love and him being source. I've been doing that. You know what I mean? I've never said anything opposite ever. You know what I mean? Everything I said in the past was just what I learned and me trying to help people and enlighten people and teach people what I found out and what I knew. Right. And he didn't let go of me. He wasn't upset at me about it. So, I mean, clearly what I said, maybe it had some truth to it. I don't know, but clearly I wasn't wrong. You know, people got to understand, man, I'm just living my life, bro. I'm truly an innocent person, but also at the same time, like I'm a whole nother ball game. So I mean, I don't need to get on here and explain myself to people. I for sure don't need to explain myself to people in reality. My whole thing is I just don't know people. I'm not used to this fame stuff, bro, because I don't in like I don't want people approaching me. And I've made that like perfectly clear to the public. Like that's not how I get down. I'm just not that guy. I'm not somebody that anybody should be approaching ever. And that should be like written all over me. So it's just odd for me. You understand? That's the thing. Like I get it. I understand that like, I'm going viral and stuff and like I really have achieved another level of internet fame, but I'm not an internet dude and people just need to remind themselves of that ASAP. I'm not from the internet, guy. With none of you, I don't know why it's so hard for y'all to fathom and understand just basic reality, but I'm not that individual. I'm the most tough individual that God has ever created. That's why you see my name on YouTube. You see the at name. All that stuff is real, man. Like when people like that's the thing. Like y'all is just so like questionable. Your character and the things you say. You try to question me. Like can't nobody question me? I'm unquestionable. Are you serious? How you gonna question somebody's character who's completely proven? Reality matters, not the internet. Y'all need to get off the computer straight up. It just don't make sense. It's old. Like what, bro? My name I've lived up to 100%. Trust me, I didn't live up to a name. That name was developed over time. All these names were. All this stuff that I worked for was developed over time and hard work. You know what I mean? So that's my whole thing. Like my thing is if I'm a leader, I'm not here to endure anything. I'm here for people to show me love and respect and learn from me. And that's the thing. I'm a grown man. I'm 35 years old and you just have like a world and so many people, especially these other generations and these millennials and they just feel so entitled to have an opinion. I mean, opinions are like, you know what? Everybody got one and they mean nothing. You know what I mean? Everybody talks, but like I ain't hearing it. Like, don't do it with me. I'm just being honest. Like, I don't tolerate nothing that's not respect. I don't care who it is from anyone. You understand? And that's the way any man should be. And that's why I'm a role model. I'm just saying like I don't want to do have people doing a bunch of talking. I don't care in what instance it is. I just don't want to hear it. I think people should just show respect and play their position and be them. All these people, they should be trying to make it in the world. They should be going to school, go to college, get yourself a degree, which is a paper that means nothing anyway. And I mean, the fact is, these companies already actually made actual policies where they're not hiring any of you millennials because you're entitled. Yep. They don't want you in their company, and I can see why. Honestly, I can. Like I said, we're just not built the same. Even when I was younger, I was always being progressive. I was always working out. I was always building, thinking about something, being strategizing, making music, focusing on how to make music, learning how to do things, teaching myself more intelligence, more knowledge. This generation, they'll just sit around and say that they, what's the words they use? It used to be like live, like I'm getting live. That used to be a phrase. They don't use that no more. Now it's like what? Like, oh, turn up. Like that's a big deal. Turn up. What does that even mean? I'm gonna be real with you, man. Your whole generation don't even know how to turn up. Cause I'm gonna keep it real with you. When I turn up, like people are like, wow. Cause I know what turning up really means. And like I go 0 to 100 for real whenever I want. That's what people don't understand. Like I'm saying, people don't understand. Like me, I'm a walking karma, and like I'm a walking like I'm something designed to entice you in and make you think that I'm nice. That's what people don't get. I'm not nice. I'm not nothing to play with at all. You feel me? I'm the worst one. Trust me. Like anywhere, bro. People don't understand. I'm built like that for a reason. I'm designed by God, bro. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I said, people don't even know who they talking to. They don't understand. Like even just talking to me, even just being around me, being my energy. It's like that Vinny Paz song when he says, "I think if I was you, I would move a little more farther from me." That's me. That's me. I'm the God body soldier, bro. I was built into this and molded by God. I've achieved God consciousness. Do you understand how much work that takes? To actually reach God consciousness, not talk about it, not rap about it like him, but actually reach it. Because People could say whatever they want, but I don't believe that Vinny Paz has actually reached God consciousness at all. I think he's a complete poser. I think he got a couple of tattoos and wears a yarmulke and walks around and pretends that he's Islam and pretends that he's doing something. I don't see how any of that has anything to do with being an awoken, enlightened being, right? Or actually like reaching God consciousness. I mean, you can tell when somebody's reached God consciousness because they start doing things that aren't normal for human beings to do. Now, what am I doing? You see what I'm saying? I'm already proven I can dominate the NBA, and I could literally be basically more talented and better than NBA player. And I don't even necessarily have the natural gifts as far as like jumping like them. By the way, that Matt McClung dude, that's a clone. I'm not impressed, bro. Y'all got clones hopping over cars, man. Please stop, bro. It's embarrassing, man. That's my whole thing. They never stop, man, with these Masons, these evil people, and these narcs. They just never stop. It's always, oh, we got to create another escapade to pretend that we're superior and we're doing so. Having clones jump over cars, that's not superior. That's just embarrassing. That's a clone, dog. Come on, son. Man, you people ain't fooling nobody, bro. Look at him, bro. Look at the way that his face looks, man. Are you serious, bro? The dude is frail, man. Come on, bro. Ain't nobody built like that able to do stuff like that. It doesn't even make any sense. And what he's doing ain't that amazing anyway. He's just jumping and that's it. The dunks were not that nice. So what do you mean? Oh, he wins the dunk contest all years in a row. And you got all the little wage slaves there in the NBA who under Monarch mind control and MK Ultra, and they, oh, I'm gonna open my mouth when I'm told to. Like, yeah, that's y'all. Y'all don't get it, man. You can call it whatever you want. Every time I open my mouth and say the truth, y'all want to call it a dismissive term. Like, are you serious? This is my world. You're on my land. You're in my country, and you gonna tell me that I'm something I'm not, and you think that's gonna go over well or make sense? Come on, bro. I'm not trying to get along with nobody. I'm not trying to be anybody's friend. I'm not trying to nothing. I'm telling you what it is. Like what? Bro, you got people all over this country right now completely brainwashed under Monarch mind control and MK Ultra. Y'all better wake up. That's all I gotta say. You better wake up because all this stuff that they doing and the government doing, it's all happening right now and it's coming right around the corner and ain't none of y'all ready. That's the real truth. You feel me? You think I'm worried about civilians? Come on, bro. Civilians mean, I mean, they're nobody. They're just civilians. I'm a gangster. Gangster compared to civilians, there's no comparison. We have different rules. We're not the same. I'm just being honest, bro. I'm an awoken being. I'm an actual gangster. I make the actual decisions. I'm here to protect all of you. I protect people for a living. You understand? So it's like, I'm gonna do my career. You know what I mean? My whole thing is just like if I was performing music. If I have to perform in front of a crowd, the reason why I don't is because I already know if there's one person in that crowd, much less a group of people, and they start talking crazy, right? I'm gonna stop the whole performance. Yep, I'm that type of guy. You feel me? So it's like, I mean, I'm being honest. I would stop the performance, right? I'd unplug the speakers and I would hop off the stage. That's the type of dude I am. I'm not you other people because I really know who I am. You see, I really run the streets. It's different. I'm not like these other people like in New York and these other states who pose. I mean, I did this already. So you see what I'm saying? My accomplishments can't be taken from me. That's the thing that I get tired of. I'm 35. You think I'm trying to deal with noobs in this game who ain't even a part of it and new dudes and whoever and just people who think it's just free to just talk however to me or say whatever when they don't have a name in this game. They have no clue who they talking to and don't get I'm the superior. Like you can't say anything to me. You've got to just keep it pushing. I'm your superior. There has to be respect and ranks within things, and they're decided by actual reality based off of how we hold our own in the street and the things we do and the stripes we earn. You see what I'm saying? It's just like the internet. That's what these people don't get. They think it's like the old, like, like the wild, wild west. No, it's not. You can't just not have a structure. There has to be rules to everything. You understand? Like, it's not, this is the number one rule. Nobody can say anything to me unless it's respectful. They can't. And it actually gets enforced every day. I'm just being honest. Nobody will be able to go against that rule. That rule will always remain, always be enforced. I will always be respected. That's what people don't understand because I've done too much. I don't need anyone to vouch for me. Why would I need someone to vouch for me if I'm the real thing? Wouldn't everybody have to vouch for me if they were real? Do you see what I'm saying? If people think and try to really follow what I'm saying, it'll make sense to you perfectly. if people were real, wouldn't they be all vouching for me? Me being famous has nothing to do with vouching for me. Those are two totally different paradigms. So all these so-called fans, you're looking at it like, oh, I should be happy. I'm famous. There's fans. I'm not. I'm not your friend. I don't know you, right? For sure, don't approach me. I don't know you like that. You don't know me like that. I've never been an approachable person. I didn't start being one. So that's just common sense. And then number two, do y'all get what I'm saying? It shouldn't be confusing. Like I said, I'm just not the one. I'm not that dude. Never will be. Not going to change for the world. The world's going to have to change for me. You know what I mean? People want to, watch me. They want to watch my channel. They watch my videos, whatever. They want to participate. That's cool. Participate somewhere else. You feel what I'm saying? You want to watch me? That's cool. Watch me on YouTube. But I didn't turn into something else. I'm not a puppet now. I'm not Pinocchio. I'm me, right? I'm a real boy, right? You see what I'm saying? Like I really think that people are funny. It's just like when I talk to people, people talk, but they don't understand my intelligence level. That's why I think it's funny when y'all talk about women, because women I can't ever have a conversation with, and I don't try to. I mean, if a woman really had an interest in a man and weren't so completely self-absorbed and wrapped up in themselves when they're not doing anything, none of them are rich, they never will be, they're not accomplishing anything, they're completely brainwashed, they have every opportunity handed to them, they're all poor, none of them, I mean, like, that's the truth. What are you talking about? You can't even have a conversation with none of them. If they were looking for a real man, they'd all be trying to holler at me, and they would actually have a conversation instead of acting so weird all the time and superficial and pretending that, oh, everybody's interested because I walked in the room. No, we're not. We don't care. I'm being honest, bro. It's just like the level of entitlement on this network. I got people who was trying to talk to me. I don't even know who they are, and they talking like they entitled to me and being with me, bro. I'm single. What are y'all talking about, bro? And the more that anyone tries to push a paradigm that's not reality, I told y'all I don't play like that. I'm going to remind you of reality. I'm going to put my foot down every time and show you who's in charge. I'm gonna do it the right way on here, but I'm gonna make sure you understand. No, bro, I dictate this reality and everything in it. Okay, I make the decisions. You have to do what I tell you to do. I'm the boss. I'm your boss. Everybody on this network, I'm your boss. Yep, it ain't fake at all. If you don't do what I tell you, you just won't make no money. You don't gotta listen to me. You could pretend I'm not your boss, but I am. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't listen to your boss, you ain't gonna get nowhere on this platform. Just like if you want to be a rapper or make a rap career, if you don't listen to your boss, you ain't never gonna have no promotion for your music because I'm the music distribution company of the future. TyreseNeed.com is a worldwide marketing platform. It's my website. I built it. I create it. See what I'm saying? So how would somebody tell me anything? I wear $530 on my wrist every day. I wear a bulletproof vest half the time that cost a couple of grand. And people wanted to actually get online and pretend that they could talk about money with me, much less say something to me that's not true. What was the point of that? Right there, if I wear 530 on my wrist and a bulletproof vest that costs thousands of dollars, that right there makes me rich and means I have plenty of money. What are you talking about? I don't ever have to have no cash to my name and I'm rich right now. Like I said, this business is extremely successful, right? Everything in my life is gorgeous and beautiful, right? Like I said, business is doing extremely well. The next check is already almost to $103. It'll be higher tomorrow. And once they allot the new total or whatever and they update the system, right, which they take like a day for, I think they take forever, but it happens, right? And then what these people don't understand on this network is on top of that, I bet you anything that I'm going to get the $1,000 bonus. It's not my concern who sent the gifts anymore. I don't care because, like I said, it has to make sense. You know what I mean? Like I said, if I want people to talk to me, they got to talk. If I want people to be there for me, they have to be there for me. The thing you were saying that was all fake. It was proven wrong, and then we moved forward, and then somebody tried to keep pretending. I don't know what the point of that was. It was all proven fake. If it was real, if it ever gets proven real in the future, right, which I highly doubt, right, I 100% highly doubt, right, if it got proven real in the future, number one, that individual would still be looking at going to prison, right? Because of their actions within my email. Number two, if it was proven, I mean, still the whole issue would be, well, yeah, but you were focused more on that and negotiating and fake money, right? instead of worrying about who you love and whether or not you're going to be with them. That's the thing. You basically tried to pretend that you were going to treat me as something like an option or something, and like second fiddle to money. And I'm not an option, and I don't play second fiddle to nobody, especially money. And that wasn't real. So it never happened because it's just some fake internet stuff. Because nobody would ever act like that with me. Common sense. No, they wouldn't. Nobody would do that because they know I'm the prize. So you see what I'm saying? It kind of seems like everybody on this network, they just want to prove to everyone like that, I don't have to say it. I mean, if people were smart, then everything would go a different way. So what would you be proving? You see my point? That's all you're proving. Because if you're an intellectual and you're intelligent, you're smart, you would know who the prize is. You would know what should be first priority. It wouldn't even be a question. I don't wait on anyone. I don't work on anybody's time. People work on my time. You haven't been through what I've been through. You haven't been through the relationships that I've been through where people try to pretend and front and all that stuff, and you're trying to actually be loving and genuine and did everything to be there for them and help them and build everything for them, and they're ungrateful. You haven't been through that. So you don't know what it does to you afterwards, right? I'm not bitter. I'm completely happy. And I've let go of everything. I forgave everyone. I'm good. But it teaches you something. The way that I am is the way you're supposed to be. See what I'm saying? You're supposed to have boundaries. You're supposed to make sure that nobody gets past those boundaries. People have to respect my boundaries and respect my space and respect what I ask, right? It's just like you can tell when somebody's trying to intentionally talk to you a certain way to make you have some kind of feeling and reaction, because when I tell you to do something and you don't do it, that's common sense right there, what you're looking for. See, people are upset, so they want me to be upset, but I'm happy, so they don't like it because, like the reading said, I'm not suffering the way they want me to, so they're upset, so they want to create that and they're powerless and can't. That's what all that was about, right? Just like when I tell someone, like, hey, like you need to get out of my email, and then they take my words, twist my words, change it to something else and say, oh, I'm going to give you the space you need. And then I respond, I don't need space, I actually need the opposite. That's why I asked you that. But what you're doing is a felony and you have no business talking in this email. That's why you're instructed to talk in this chat group, which you refuse to go to, right? And you were instructed to talk direct and you refuse to give me a phone number to call private because I'm not giving you my number, which you're still asking for, which is another felony, right? Trying to pry information out of me. You see my point? And then, oh, they want to talk intermittently, pretend they didn't see the message when they just read it because they just sent the message beforehand. So what is that? That's intermittent communication. That's legal use of a telecommunication device. It's completely unnecessary. So what was the purpose of it? Why should I endure anything? Why would I don't deserve that. Why would you do that when you could just act normal and have a conversation? Conversations take at least an hour to 2 hours talking to the person, especially if you were wanting to be in a relationship with them. It takes your focus and attention, and it takes, when I respond, you have to be there to listen. You can't type something whenever you want and then, oh, just disappear because you want to, and then, oh, I'm supposed to respond and then wait for you. Who are you? You see what I'm saying? Do you own the business here? Is this like, I'm sorry, but what? You're asking to be a part of my life and everything I've built, right? And then, oh yeah, then they tried to change that too and lie about that. Oh, I want to give you a chance. You're the only man a chance? I'm sorry, I never asked for a chance. You pursued me. This is my YouTube channel, just like it's my email. You came and talked to me because you want me. Guess what? Get in line, sweetheart. There's a million women that want me. Straight up. No, I'm not cocky or conceited. No, I'm not arrogant. All that stuff is cute and it was funny once and that's it. Move forward and find better jokes, but none of it's real. I'm extremely humble. So you see what I'm saying? You have people who they have some issue with basic reality and they think that we're going to get on here and go back and forth talking about reality. Here's reality, here's delusion. Delusion doesn't exist, reality does. Why would there be an argument on that? That doesn't make sense. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, I mean that's being disturbed. I don't want to deal with that with someone like that. Are you serious? I want to talk to people who don't have those problems, who are good and solid, right? And want to talk and have conversations that are just easy going and make sense. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't anyone want that? What? I just want peaceful, calm, happy situations. I want happiness. Like kittens and rainbows and apples, and strawberries, like that. I want nice stuff, like teddy bears. I don't want to deal with nothing that's not nice and good. I'm 35 years old, man. I'm basically retired, bro. I'm the real Batman. I don't know what to tell people, man. Like I just feel like people really feel like they're like they really think that they can take advantage of people. Like, not me. That's just silly, man. Like, I'm being honest, bro. This new generation, they really think they on something. Like, they really think they slick. Like, that's funny as hell, bro. Do you have any idea how long I've been doing this? Do you have any idea, like, how much more intelligent I am than anyone you've ever met or dealt with or talked to? Do you understand how much life experience I have? People don't understand, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna let this system turn things around on me when I'm a grown man and I'm 35 and I made it this far and I know all that I know. That's like when I was younger, right? And I'd see like dudes in jail like going back and forth. Like, I'm not gonna let myself ever be in that position. I'm not talking about just jail, and I won't let myself ever be in that situation again. But I'm just saying, you know, I would never let myself be in that situation in general, meaning like where I'm having to sit there and actually like act like I need to argue or talk to like whoever, anybody from any generation. What can they tell me? You see what I'm saying? Like, I realize now looking back, like that's inexcusable and pathetic if you feel like you need to even have a conversation, much less an argument over anything with somebody that's not even within your generation. It doesn't make sense because they shouldn't even affect you. They can run their mouth all day. Who are they, bro? We don't have the same stuff. We're not in the same boat. That's the only thing that matters in reality. I'm just being honest with you, man. That's what all this taught me is that like all you people, all you care about is money. I have all the wealth. I'm straight. You feel me? Money is not cash, bro. And I stay making cash. Like I said, I'm lining another check right now, and I'm probably gonna get that $1,000 bonus. I'm just saying for you, that's a big deal. See, these people pocket watch, they so focused on my finances. I'm focused on what I'm going through physically every day. Isn't that more important than the money I'm making? To me, maybe not to you because you don't value me. See, that's the thing. I can tell when people care about me because if they care about me, they're going to put some money up and send some money to my Cash App. See, I'm telling you that people don't have a choice but to send me money. If people care about me, they're going to have to send me money because that's the first way that you show, okay, you actually being genuine and you actually care because you're going to send money and keep sending money and you're going to show, hey, I really do care and I'm really down and want to do this. Any woman would know that. Any woman would know they got to get their act together financially first because that's the help that I need just to get me on my feet where I'm moving again. You feel me? Just to get me to the level and the lifestyle and the life that I deserve to have and live. Like to think that I'm gonna, you know, like I don't know what people think. Like what, you think I'm gonna go be a wage slave again and work my way into having that? I mean, for what? Your system is not set up for me to do that. It's not conducive to do that. Do you see what I'm saying? If I try to do that, it's just going to be I'll be put in another situation where I'm struggling. I'm not in a safe area. I'm not in a safe place. And then I'm spending money on all these things that I don't need to spend money on. Your system doesn't just say, hey, you work a job and oh, it's easy. We'll take care of everything else and you can make it. You see what I'm saying? Why do you think I work so hard to build these infrastructures for the businesses, for digital real estate, for equity, for my investments, for my jewelry, for my cars, my car lot, everything that I've built that I pay for because that's a rich man, that's a wealthy man. I already made it, right? That's what matters. The infrastructure is not the cash. The cash is irrelevant. It took cash to build those things and put cash into it, but after that, it's irrelevant. You don't need it anymore. You feel me? Because and I mean, that's just the reality. If you can't catch up and listen to what I'm saying, this is jewels that I'm dropping right now. See, that's what I realized this is all about. These people know that I already made it. Like, yeah, I got issues. That just comes with, the way things are and with life, man. Things just go the way they go over time. But, I've already made it. And that's all you really told me. You really just complimented me. You care about success because you're a narcissist. I don't. It has no value to me. It means nothing to me. Even with this business, I don't care. I'm just being honest. I really don't. I care because it's a way of making money and I like to compete with myself and show myself I can do well at something. It's just like I'm good with money. I always have been because it's like Monopoly, so I enjoy it because it's like a game and I'm good at it. But I don't care about money like that. I care about people. See what I'm saying? So to talk to me about money, I mean, you'd have to recognize my success first. So whenever y'all want to acknowledge my success and start being mature and act like a grown adult, because you all are, you can let me know. Until then, what do we have to talk about? I already made it. I don't need anything else extra. I'm just always so ambitious that I'm trying to do more and create more. That's not a negative, that's a positive. You see what I'm saying? People want to start talking, but they don't understand you have to change the whole structure of your sentencing for it to even make sense or be a valid statement. It has nothing to do with me personally or the way that I do things. Like the way that I talk is not odd. It makes perfect sense. It's the fact that within the English language, if somebody has accomplished something, I don't need your validation or you to admit it. It's already been acknowledged. You have no choice. You see, you don't have a choice in the matter. That's what these people don't get. You've already acknowledged you have to, just like you have to deal with reality every day. And that's most of these people's issues. They think they don't have to, and then that's why they're in the circumstances they're in. See, I'm where I'm at because I dealt with reality. I always do, no matter how hard it is. I don't just ignore it. Now there's some things I just get tired. Like right now, I can't do everything. You know what I mean? Like I'm tired. You know what I mean? Like after I'm walking all the time, like my legs start to hurt. I mean, it's just common sense. At some point, I'm going to get tired because I've been doing too much for too long, right? And that's where I'm at with it, and that's okay. That's common sense, right? That's normal. But that's not what the situation is with y'all. Y'all's is just straight denial. I already made it, bro. I'm the one who made it. I don't know a Mason in the world who's ever made it. Masons don't own anything. Masons aren't rich. Masons made not one red penny. That's just the truth. They lie for Masons. That's what this society of Masonry does. They lie. They have fake fame. I mean, okay, that's fine. What are you trying to do? Impress some fake chick that I don't want? That's the other thing, how they got on this network and they keep talking about women, assuming that I actually like want one. I don't want a woman. I don't want a girlfriend, none of that. I'm good by myself. I don't even want to communicate with none of y'all. It's a waste of my time. I tried, bro. I've tried for years, bro. This whole year, bro, I've tried to talk to different women, talk to different cultures, different people, everybody. Nobody wants to talk. Everybody's antisocial. I got used to not talking to nobody. So it's like now, no, I'm good. That's the thing. These people they want to treat, they want to have a treatment, of some way, right, towards me, but then when it doesn't work the way they want it, oh now it's like, oh, so you know what I mean? Just like the reading said, like, oh now people want to make amends. It's too late for all that. Of course you do. You see what I'm saying? Like you want to make amends, but see that right there is just more of your behavior because it's not right to try to make amends now at this point after everything you said and done. You have to deal with that. You're trying to make me a part of your situation. I'm not a part of what you did. Whatever you people did is something you're going to have to deal with between you and God because God's going to definitely deal with you. Yes, that's common sense. Karma is real and God is real. He ain't going to let nothing slide and he's going to stand up and protect me. But that doesn't mean I'm involved. What did I do? I did something wrong? Everybody's talked to me for the past couple of years on here like I'm doing everything wrong, but yet I'm the one who's wealthy. I'm the one who's good looking and handsome. I'm the one with all this jewelry and everything. I'm the one who owns my own car lot. I'm the one who paid over 25,000 cash at the dealership in Austin for a Porsche and own it still. And I'm gonna get it fixed if I can because the mechanic here was jealous and envious like all y'all. I mean, I'm the one that got targeted. I'm the one who went through all this stuff and kept winning. I'm the one who made all the tons of money and owned over 14 luxury vehicles, right? I still own about 5 of them if I can recover the one that my homeboy who owned the dealership is supposed to be holding for me if I ever get in touch with him again because I've been too busy and I don't have my license back yet, so there's no point, right? You see what I'm saying? People want to talk, but what they're saying, it doesn't make any sense. That's what I realized. I realized that this whole thing was just pointless. That's why, like, I'm not going to waste my time with it anymore because I'm not going to waste any second of my precious time that I have, especially with what I've been going through this long, talking to somebody who's in denial of reality. You get what I'm saying? I figured it out. I figured out what this is all about in the whole game. And I think I always knew it, but it's just I didn't know what to do about it. Now I know what to do about it, which is just make sure that nobody has a voice concerning me on this network or at all anymore. I'm not interested in talking to nobody about nothing. Like I said, if you want to bring money to the table and a lot of money, then that's cool. We can talk. but that requires you to pay me first. And I have a Cash App right there. I have a Venmo and a PayPal. It's not an option. I mean, I have to be compensated. A lot of people owe me a ton of money, everybody. And like people need to start paying up and paying me back. Everybody. I mean, everybody owes me money. They all act like they're never going to have to pay me back. That's the problem. I can't do what I need to do because all y'all owe me money and you want to keep being petty and then act and then trying to say something fake about me like I'm dropping the ball when no, if you just give me the money that I'm owed, I could use that money to start rebuilding what I need to build so I can get back, get the show on the road. We're just waiting on all of you to pay me what you owe me, everybody. But until then, yeah, we're not going to move forward. I'm perfectly cool with that because I'm not stagnated and I'm building it. It's all helped me, everything, man. If my license was never suspended, I would have never had this monetized channel on here. I already know. So I mean, y'all have done nothing but do me a favor. I'm happy about it. And like I said, it might have saved my life, man. I see on the news stuff about, happening in vehicles all the time. I'm glad that I don't drive. Have no interest in driving, bro. None. I'd like to get the money where I can, have my own private chauffeur, but as far as driving, I'm good, bro. Maybe when I get enough money and get a Batmobile and a tumbler and all that, and and a Bat Pod, yeah, I want to do that. I have already built the purpose for the rest of my existence and rest of my life. You know what I mean? No matter what. I'm doing the best I can trying to get through what these people did to me. That's all I can do, because it's been really hard. It's impossible actually physically. And like I said, God somehow has just carried me through the whole time. I don't know how, you know. I mean, that's all I can say. I'm doing the best that I can. You feel me? So it's like I don't know what to tell people, man. You know, I'm a human being, bro, and that's all. I shouldn't have to ask to be treated like a human being. I am a human being, and I need to be treated right by everyone, especially on this network and off of it. And that's all. That I'm just done asking. I mean, it should just be understood. I'm done with any arguing, any talking with anyone. There's nothing to talk about, bro. I'm in the position everybody wants to be in for real, and I understand it. I think for a long time I was talking and I didn't really believe in what I was saying because it was made so repetitive because of other people. That's what I think was the like part of the point of all this and the antics that were going on. And this time taken out and closing the chat and everything has brought some clarity for me, for me to understand what this is all about. It's all about just my success and the fact that I'm me and that I've been happy even despite everything that I'm going through and been through. That I've still tried my best, that I still just never gave up and just that will and grit and determination and ambition. That's what these narcs can't stand. That's what these people have an issue with. That's why they act silly and have that behavior and act the way they act because they're wondering how the hell I keep going. And it's a great question because I wonder too. And I don't have an answer because I don't know how I do because it's literally physically impossible. And I feel it right now while I'm talking to you. I don't know how I'm able to talk to you right now. I don't know how I'm still doing everything, but I'm doing the best that I can. And you got to give me credit, man. Like I said, these people want to act like I'm normal. No, the something really happened to me, man. Like I said, these people called Seton Hospital, and something happened to me that I should have never ever been able to do any of this. I should have never made it past it. I should have been to the point where I couldn't even get up or stand, and somehow I just have the willpower to try to keep going, man. And every day it's been scary for me with what I go through physically, and I do the best that I can. So you got to give me credit at some point. You know what I mean? Like I said, what I deserve is to have a girlfriend with me in person, like right in front of me, that really cares and says, here's some money, like here's who I am, here's my number, you can call me on private, here's my actual email, whatever, like and understanding my issues with the email and what went on and what's gone on and you know what I mean that not might not be the best way to talk, that actually understands and cares and says, hey, look, I want to actually be with you in person physically, right? I want to care for you and I want to make sure you're okay right now. That's what I need. That's a woman. Anything else, I'm not interested in. I understand. I know that I'm good enough. I never had those issues. I know what I truly deserve. I just haven't gotten it yet. You understand? And that's it's okay. That's what it is. That's okay. That's part of life. You understand? I wasn't really ever focused on that, to be honest. I wasn't. I mean, and when I was, I mean, when I tried, I every time, like I said, women have shown me nothing but that they operate backwards and they just make no sense. And that's my whole point is that I'm here and all my potential as far as, like a mate or a woman has gone completely to waste because they just are irresponsible. And it's so-called women, it's not women, and they don't make any sense. So, I mean, until we want to start recognizing, acknowledging that I was created for you, right? And you want to start being mature and being an adult about these matters and these things, and this is the actual truth, it's completely pointless and a waste of my time. That's why I don't waste my time. You see what I'm saying? That's why I don't deal with silly people who talk in silly ways, because I'm not a silly dude. I'm a very serious dude. I'm from the hood and I don't tolerate anything but respect. You feel me? So it's like, with me personally, I don't care how anybody feels, bro. Anybody anywhere. I know me. I know the spirit I got inside of me is the most powerful spirit in all of history. I know that, like, I understand my power and how insane my power is, whether it be in the street, whether it be if I'm by myself walking through a forest at night. I'm talking about I'm on that type of time and that level. People think they gangsta. You don't understand. I mean, well, try being Batman, bro. That's why, do you understand why I would feel the way I feel? I mean, I go through all sorts of crazy stuff. I've been through everything, the real thing, bro. I do so much, I get so much done, and I got people still pretending like they can just talk to me. You can't just talk to me. I'm not an approachable guy like that. That's not who I am. That's not what I ever did. That's the whole point of being Batman. So it's just, for me, it's like, the way I take it is like, okay, and I don't even got to explain it, man. Y'all should be able to figure it out because I'm going to make sure that I follow the rules on this channel. All I'm saying is, if people don't get, it doesn't matter who you are, bro. Don't nobody have a choice. All you're going to respect Batman and you're going to respect what I do. That I assure you. You know what I mean? So, however we need to go about the right way, but however we need to go about making that clear to everybody, I mean, it has to happen because people have to respect me. You understand? They have to respect what I do. This is not an option. It's not negotiable. People are going to respect me. I don't care who you are. And that's all I'm saying. And that's why we built this environment like this. I built it off of respect. And it's supposed to be respect out of love, not fear. But when you got people who only operate one way, I mean, it is what it is. You feel me? It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. You feel me? Because I ain't going to take no losses. I'm not going to be in no situations that I don't want to be in. I assure you that. I got God with me on top of that. You feel me? I don't worry about a thing, especially with people, because I'm divinely protected. Why would I worry when anyone who's trying to plot on me, anyone who wishes anything on me, anyone who thinks they can do anything to me or say anything to me, man, instant karma is going to come to them instantly. And I'm talking like the most strong, like the worst karma in existence immediately. And God is going to be all over them like white on rice. I'm just being honest. There was a reading today. I just got divine confirmation. The next thing that's going to happen, or either has happened or is about to happen. And I'm going to be honest with you. Let me put it to you like this. I'm a good person, right? And as righteous as I am, and as much as I should say a lot right now, okay, I'm going to say this. I pray for you, and I wish you the best. And just remember that I'm not like you and I'm a good person, and this is sincerely how I feel. No matter what you did towards me, and no matter how long you've been online being jealous and envious, whatever, I wish you the best. You feel me? But the one thing that I will say is what that reading said, that's either already happened, people, or is about to happen, right? Mark my words, right? And you'll be able to translate what I'm saying and figure it out real quick, because it's going to happen. Because, like I said, these readings are never wrong. God tells me what's about to happen. Just this is all I want to say. With all that stuff that you did, was it really worth it? Was it really worth it? And the weird game that you wanted to play that you couldn't win anyway? You understand? You can't win a game like that. It doesn't matter what happens to me. I'm irrelevant. This is about you. These were your decisions. What do I have to do with you if I don't know you? You get what I'm saying? But like I said, all I'm saying is you did all that stuff and you expected that to not get justice or not get karma. That's silly. Anybody who ever tries to turn karma around, I can't respect, man. I have no respect for that, man. All that fake talk, all that weird stuff on here. What do they expect? Y'all run around like reckless, just talking crazy in a way that you don't talk in reality in front of people, and you're not that person. You're not built like that. Like, it's common sense that karma's going to come. It's just a matter of when, not if, but when. And I'm letting y'all know there's a certain individual on this network that I got divine confirmation already today. The reading finally came out today, and it said it either has happened, so it might have already happened, and then you'll know that I'm completely the divine being I claim to be, which you should already know because I prove this every time, or it's about to happen. That's a prediction right now if it hasn't. You feel me? And all I'm saying is that's just justice like written all over it. And it has nothing to do with me. It's not what I want. It's not like, oh, I've been waiting for this. No, that's not the truth, man. I wish everybody the best, man. And I hope that people are okay genuinely. And I don't know. I hope that people are straight. I hope they're all right. I hope that doesn't happen genuinely. But just understand that when you do things to the extent that you do them, and you won't let up on an innocent person like me, I mean, God is going to see that, and he's not going to show you no mercy. So I already know. I already know what's coming. It's obvious because I'm looking at the readings. See, y'all don't get these are just readings. They're called downloads. I call them direct downloads. They come to me. God makes me see them, just like y'all try to make me see stuff, okay, that you can't do anymore. God brings them directly to me. And the reading said that it said either the it said about a witch, right? A wannabe witch, and it said, I don't know who this particular wannabe witch is, but it's either happened or it's about to happen. And it's because of their actions towards me, all because of God. hmm God and the divine, they do not play around. So, I mean, like I said, I don't know. I don't like any of that stuff, man. It makes me uncomfortable. It's not my thing, that's the thing. I'm not trying to win anything with anyone, man. Like I said, I hope that you feel like you won. You can have that win, take it, and that's good. I'm just an innocent person, man. I was innocent this entire time, and I'm a good man and a good person. And that's the thing too. These people, they keep talking to me like that, saying, "Oh, you're a good man." It sounds very condescending when you keep repeating it like that. That's how I know you're not talking to me from a genuine place. You see what I'm saying? Because you keep saying it like that means that you can try to, I don't know, I guess pretend you can manipulate or take advantage, and that's not how it works. Everything you're saying, it doesn't exist. That's why I don't want to talk to any of those people because then it's going to leak onto my program, right? And I think they're doing that on purpose because they want it to affect the business. Almost 20 in the box. Let's see you do it. I'm getting pissed. So, like I said, it is what it is. Karma's coming. I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, I'm lucky that I'm even, able to speak to you right now. So nothing is promised for me. So it doesn't matter with me. I'm irrelevant. But you have to actually worry about karma and that reading, right? Yeah. Have fun. Karma's coming. All right. I'll talk to y'all later, man. God is real. Keep faith. Oh, and keep showing love, man. Be a good person, man. You'll win every time.